Welcome back, mathematicians. In this video, we are going to learn how to apply the sum and difference formulas for tangent. So the sum and difference formulas are used to help us find the exact value of a trigonometric function for an angle that is not necessarily in our wheelhouse, that wouldn't be on, say, the unit circle. So we're talking angles that are not multiples of pi over 4 or pi over 6. Your goal first is to take the angle that you're given, in this case tangent of pi over 12, and you're going to break up pi over 12 into two angles that we can then use to evaluate for tangent. So pi over 12 is equal to, and now I need to either add or subtract two angles to get pi over 12. I'm going to choose 4 pi over 12 minus 3 pi over 12. Now my goal here was to come up with two numerators where I could then reduce with the denominator of 12, which means that these two angles are really pi over 3 minus pi over 4. So this allows me now to evaluate the tangent function for those two angles. What we have now is tangent of pi over 12 is equal to the tangent of pi over 3 minus pi over 4. I'm now going to apply the difference formula for tangent to rewrite this, so I have tangent of the first angle, which is pi over 3, minus tangent of the second angle, which is pi over 4, all over 1 plus tangent of the first angle, which is pi over 3, times tangent of the second angle, which is pi over 4. I'm now going to go ahead and evaluate these trigonometric functions, or tangent, for pi over 3 and pi over 4, and replace the tangent functions with those values. So tangent of pi over 3 is square root of 3. Tangent of pi over 4 is 1. So in the denominator, I would then have 1 plus square root of 3 times 1. And let's go ahead and simplify that to get square root of 3 minus 1 over 1 plus square root of 3. Now, oftentimes this answer is not quite simplified enough. So what you may be asked to do is to take that answer and rationalize the denominator. So I'm going to go through that process with you here. So we have square root of 3 minus 1 over 1 plus square root of 3. The goal here is to get a rational value in the denominator. That's what rationalizing the denominator means. To do that, I'm going to go ahead and multiply by the conjugate of the denominator. The conjugate would be 1 minus square root of 3, and whatever I do to the denominator, I must also do to the numerator. So 1 minus square root of 3. From here, I'm going to go ahead and apply the distributive property to the numerator and denominator. When I do that, in the numerator, I get square root of 3 minus 3 minus 1 plus square root of 3. In the denominator, I get 1 plus square root of 3 minus square root of 3, and then minus square root of 3 squared. Simplify the numerator and denominator. So in the numerator, I do have some like terms. So I've got negative 3 and negative 1. And I also have square root of 3 and square root of 3. So in the numerator, I can simplify that. So I get negative 4 plus 2 times square root of 3. In the denominator, I simplify this to get 1. And what we notice is that the square root of 3's are a sum of 0. And negative square root of 3 squared will just give me minus 3. Simplify that further, and I get negative 4 plus 2 times square root of 3 all over negative 2. And then finally, I'm going to go ahead and reduce by the common factor of negative 2. So my final answer will be positive 2 minus square root of 3. And oftentimes, that is the preferred exact value for this trigonometric function. So tangent of pi over 12. In our next problem, we are being asked to find the exact value of this trigonometric expression. And so in this trig expression, you'll notice that the formatting follows exactly the format for tangent of alpha plus beta. And alpha in this case is 5 pi over 9, and beta is pi over 9. So this expression, all of that, is equal to tangent of 5 pi over 9 plus pi over 9. And what we can then do is combine those two angles and say tangent of, and we have 6 pi over 9. From here, we would want to go ahead and reduce that fraction to simplify that angle. So we have tangent of, and we reduce by 3 to get 2 pi over 3. Finally, we're going to go ahead and evaluate tangent of 2 pi over 3. And what we know is that tangent of 2 pi over 3 is equal to negative square root of 3. All right, guys, good luck.